Hi everybody, I'm Meteorologist Gavin Sandel, getting outside on this Tuesday because we are in a really cool and dry stretch across the valley. If you're on outside right now, just get out because it is going to be beautiful the rest of today. But that can't be said for the same time about 22 years ago, because there was actually a major rain event that occurred throughout the valley on July 21st, 2003, bringing some real record-setting numbers. So I want to take a deep dive on that. And first, taking a look at the surface maps for that night, where overnight on the 20th, a surface low-pressure system was moving east over the Midwest. It brought rain and even a squall line during the morning hours, and it entered Ohio by daybreak. But at the same time, compared to the surface, upper air ingredients were working hard to strengthen the storm. Enter the jet stream, which is a narrow current of fast-moving air about 30,000 feet up, which is the altitude that planes fly at. But by definition, the shape and speed of the jet stream is determined by differences in temperature high up. Sometimes this could lead to jet streaks or tight pockets of fast-moving air forming within that bigger jet stream. People like us study these a lot because they play a major role in pressure systems either developing or dissolving. And on this day, this pink area right here was a jet streak located roughly over Michigan in the province of Ontario. In order to figure out if these streaks will help or hurt a low pressure system, I want to split them up into 4 quadrants. So as you see now on your screen, we'll split the streak into a left side and right side by length, and by width, we'll split it up into an entrance and exit side. It can be a little confusing, but as an example, the top right quadrant of the streak, the one that you see up by Ontario, is the left exit region. The low pressure that morning moved over the jet's right entrance region, and this quadrant is known for air that diverges or spreads apart. If air loft is diverging, then this void has to be replaced by air from somewhere else. For that to help and relook, then air from the surface. If there's an open area, air has to come from below to fill that gap. As a result, air was converging or coming together at the surface to rise and fill in gaps from that air that had departed before. Now, think to yourself, what are low pressure systems? They're areas of converging air. See where this is going? The low pressure was strengthening. And the radar picture on this day showed a similar story. Very heavy rain moved through the area around lunchtime, and it was followed by a short break in the action in the early afternoon. But what we call training rain, repeatedly tracking precipitation over the same area, set up in the evening as prevailing winds matched the direction of the incoming cold front. And what this meant was the rain totals rose really quickly. So the Mahoning River entered a major flood stage at Leavittsburg, prompting evacuations in Niles and Warren, and it was the 3rd highest crest the river has ever seen in recorded history. Homes were flooded 4 feet or more, and several buildings on the YSU campus were damaged. $30 million in damages were seen in the 5 counties surrounding Youngstown, and even more damage occurred outside of the valley. The Kinswood Bridge, that's a 103-year-old viaduct in northern PA, fell victim to an F1 tornado, completely destroyed. Even more rainfall fell in Summit and Portage counties to the west. Hudson in Summit County was reported to get 7.5 inches. That's the storm's highest. At the Youngstown airport, the day's rainfall accumulation of 4.65 inches stands alone as the most rainfall ever recorded in a single day. Now, luckily, we aren't going to be getting any of that precipitation over the next couple of days. Today, tomorrow, and even Thursday will be just like today, with skies completely blue, not too many clouds until we're going to dial up the humidity come Thursday. And there will be rain towards the weekend, but none that we're expecting at this moment to be as crazy as it was on July 21st, 2003. I'm Meteorologist Gavin Sandel.